Here's a perfect example of an artist that I had a lot of in my store, and I've been able to put together a big lot. So I pulled this John Tesh The Collection CD box set out of one of the Gaylords I've been going through, and it's got 8 of his CDs, which is awesome. But I knew, or I pretty much figured this wouldn't go for much, or wouldn't be worth it to sell it individually. So I knew I had a lot of other John Tesh CDs, so I ended up pulling all of these right from here. Now it's all the Tesh CDs that I have is right there, so it's significantly less. Cleared up some space on this shelf, and I can create a more compelling CD lot on eBay. Instead of it only being 8 John Tesh CDs, which is a good amount, but instead of that, now I've got this whole stack, which ends up becoming 25 unique John Tesh CDs. 25 instead of 8 or 10 or 11. So that is why, to me, this is a more compelling CD lot on eBay, especially compared to what's up there right now. Now, you might be asking yourself, do very many people on eBay buy John Tesh CD lots? And no, not that many. In the last 90 days, there have not been that many that have sold. There have been a few, less than 10. But here's the thing, none of them were anywhere near the amount that I have. And looking at what is currently for sale, the most that I saw was 12, if I remember correctly. Yeah, 12. I saw a lot of CD lots of 11 for some reason, for like 16 bucks, 18 bucks free shipping. But I didn't see anything that came close to what the amount that I have. And this has come with time, right, of putting these together over time. I believe I have rebuilt, actually I know I've rebuilt this John Tesh selection that I have at the store, because someone did buy some a while back in the store. But nonetheless, I kept adding more and more and more, knowing that in the future, because I don't sell very many John Tesh CDs in the store, knowing that I could put together a really large lot of his. So the fact that there's a good amount of lots of his CD lots, but most of them are less than 10. Many of them are less than 8, and I couldn't find any that had more than 15. I remember only 12 being the most, but there could have been one that was around 15, but nothing came even close to 20 of his CDs. So 25 is a lot. I'm going to list it a little higher. I'm going to list it for 50 bucks plus shipping, taking offers. I'm going to do promoted percentage a little higher, because he doesn't sell that often, and we'll see. I'll see if it sells, or if I get an offer within about a week or so. If I don't, I'll drop the price a bit and see what happens. So kind of balancing between knowing that he doesn't sell that much, so I know that I need to have way more in the lot than what is typical. I have more than double than what most people have, or most other sellers have on there. So I know that's a good thing. But I also know that not that many of his CD lots sell very often. So that's kind of my my unique offering is that I have so many, and it ends up being like $2 a pop, $2 a CD. However, if someone offers me 40 bucks, I'll take it. If someone offers me $35, I would still take it. I'd probably want at least 30 for it. I think that's fair, considering there's 25 of them, and there's no other amount or no other lot that comes close to that. So I have a lot of lead room there, a lot of space there to work with. And of course, even if I sell it for 30 bucks plus shipping, I'm still making over $20 profit off of CDs that have not sold in my store and will probably not sell for a long time. And this as well, this collection here, that individually is not worth selling, and I could put it in the store, but it's probably not going to sell either. Even though I do have people that buy box sets, CD box sets, I don't think it would. So I think it's a better idea to put it on eBay. So, this is just an example of what I try to do with large collections of the same artist or the same group, instead of putting up 4 or 8 or 10. I try to get at least 10 or more, unless it's an artist that is really sought after and people are buying their lots pretty consistently, then I can do less than 10, less than 8, because they might not have that many out there anyway, and people buy them pretty frequently. So it just depends. You know, you got to do your research on eBay. You got to see what's selling, how often it's selling, what it's selling for, and, you know, price accordingly and figure out if what you're listing on there makes sense. So I'm getting a customer. I'm back. I had a customer come in, do a trade with some records, and here I am. Okay, so this is just an example. Hopefully helps you out. I suggest getting a good amount together, though. If you have the space, you have the patience, and you are getting lots of CDs. If you're starting to dabble in bulk, whether it's just looking locally and finding people that are getting rid of lots and lots of CDs, or if you're actually able to get a hold of either pallets or gaylords of CDs or pallets or gaylords of mixed media, and you're coming into hundreds, if not thousands, of CDs, then I would recommend it. I would recommend setting aside some space and collecting some of the more well-known artists and seeing if you can get enough together to make a lot, and hopefully it'll sell well on eBay for you. I've sold hundreds and hundreds of CD lots based on genre, based on the group, based on the artist, and done really well with that. But I just, going forward, I'm focusing, or I'm trying to avoid the lower priced lots and getting enough together to really make it worth my effort and time. Otherwise, it's just not worth it if it's going to sell for less than 10 bucks. Unless it's going to sell really quick, and the history of on eBay shows that it's something that sells pretty quickly. That's a different conversation. But generally speaking, I would just try to get as many as you can together and see what, see if you can get some good money for it, and if it sells pretty quickly. I already listed it today, which is, oh boy, what is today? Thursday, October 26th, 2023. So I already listed this a little over an hour ago, and I will see if I get very much action on it, if I get any offers, or if it sells. And if it does sell, I'll let you know. Otherwise, like I said, I will drop the price and try to move it sooner than later. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you learned something. See you next video. Take care.